This is me.
Just kidding. This is me.
My name is Amanda, and welcome to my podcast where I will be talking about pop culture, music, film, drama, and fan videos.
My channel always popular. I'm Amanda, your host, and let's jump into another time machine and go back to 2010. This week's episode will also be an anniversary video. This is going to be on the formation of One Direction. So this is going to be on the 12 years of One Direction. First of all, this is not your average boy band either. Unlike massive bands in the past, they were formed on a reality TV show. Anyway, we're heading back to the X Factor stage to where all their dreams became a reality. It was just another day these teenage boys went to the X Factor auditions with hopes of getting through. Liam Payne, Harry Styles, Louis Tomlinson, Zayn Malik, and Niall Horan all auditioned as solo artists in 2010. Originally, Liam auditioned 2 years prior and got eliminated from the judge's house and was told to come back 2 years later. In the beginning, all 5 of them didn't get picked or go through to the next round. However, they were called back on stage and they were put together as a band. They managed to be more successful and went to the live shows. Unfortunately, after being in the top 3, they got eliminated. They may have lost the show, however, they won over the world. That created a massive boy band hysteria, just like the Jonas Brothers, NSYNC, and the Backstreet Boys before them. Getting huge crowds. Fans everywhere around the world. They were known as One Direction Infection. Around the time of 2011, they released their debut album, Up All Night, in November 2011. Their lead single, What Makes You Beautiful, went number 1, which is something the Beatles never achieved from their first album, became the fastest selling debut album in the UK, became the 3rd best selling album internationally with over 4 million sales, and became the best selling album by a group in 2012. Success and more with their album. They kept the momentum going and had back-to-back releases with their follow-up albums like Take Me Home, Midnight Memories, and 4. They were having constant media attention, interviews, and soon-to-be controversies in their own band and also with other bands as well. So big that they started to sweep award shows like the Kids' Choice Awards, Teen Choice Awards, VMAs, and so many others. Anyway, let's go back to their debut album. After having a huge successful debut album, they released many other hit songs like One Thing, Gotta Be You, and More Than This. Songs proved to be successful, and as of now, at least their first music video is also one of their most viewed music videos with now over 1 billion views on YouTube alone. They were inescapable on the radio. Every girl was fangirling about them, especially Harry. Back then, Harry was deemed as the favorite. Meanwhile, I was secretly crushing on somebody else. Anyway, fast forward to Take Me Home. Their second album was also successful and did just as well as their first album. It was praised for its quality for production by critics, released another 3 hit singles like Live While We're Young, Little Things, and Kiss You. The album did well as it was the 5th best-selling album of 2012 in the US, the biggest first-week sales for a boy band since NSYNC's Celebrity, and globally sold over 4 million copies. They were constantly going and even managed to have Tom guest star on iCarly in the same year. It was their first television show appearance, and it was quite a memorable episode. However, their acting was terrible. That Midnight Memories came around in 2013. Around this time, their popularity, hype, and success were at an all-time high, with 3 perfumes released between the time of 2013 to 2014. The first one being Our Moment. We're also in a brand commercial for Pepsi with Drew Brees, did a 3D concert called This Is Us, and did 2 additional headliner tours in the next 2 following years. The Take Me Home tour and the Where We Are tour. Both tours were very successful as they broke records for both tours. Tickets were in high demand, fans wanted more shows, and both tours grossed millions of dollars and was placed on some of the highest grossing tour lists. In tour of 2014 and also the highest grossing tour by a vocal group. Soon after these tours, they released their fourth studio album along with the hits Night Changes and Steal My Girl, with both of them being minimum hits. Most diehard directioners don't want to talk about 2015, but I will. Zayn announced that he'd left the band. Many fans got so upset they made shrines and acted like he died. Others were ripping out his pictures in magazines. I mean, no offense to anyone that was upset, but honestly, I thought a lot of people needed to get a grip. This was also the year that they were also on tour when Zayn quit the band. Later that year, they made another album called Made in the AM without Zayn, and they had radio-friendly hits like Drag Me Down, Perfect, and History. It's definitely their most mature album. However, around this time, they announced that they were going to be taking a break. And when December 13th, 2015 came around, it was their last performance, and it was on the X Factor finale. And through rumors, fights, controversies, however, they made it through the fire. But remember one thing, we could still be the greatest team the world has ever seen. So don't be too sad because you can still see them all live and listen to their music individually. However, most importantly,
you may not be plastic, but you are fantastic. Never forget that.
Once again, thanks for listening and watching, and you'll hear me in the next episode.